Hello everyone and welcome to a new episode of the Tambien show. We are Thursday, hope you're having a good week. And hello to people on the chat. There is Rower. Hello. What are you saying? I visited your website a long time ago and there was something about climate. I can't remember what was that about. Yeah, actually, yeah. I mean, you will see on the new website, which is coming, let's say in 2-3 weeks. Let's say 3 weeks for be large. And yeah, I always do a page about action that we are taking on the studio about climate change. So it's like invest parts like 5% of every project in projects that are doing good things for the planet, and more things are coming soon, but I can't tell more about it for now. But yeah, I will explain. AGP. I will explain this on another live. I think we can have a whole talk about this, because there is always a conflict between like doing creative website with a lot of animation, 3D, that finally is consuming much more than maybe 80% of the websites. So yeah, that can be a super topic of talk with other people. But yeah, today we're gonna have fun with some animation. Rower, yeah, was a company Time for the Planet. Yeah, also yeah, I'm part of the program Time for the Planet, which is like you give 1% of your annual revenue to help to this association, and this association is collecting all the money and investing in project that is doing good things also for the planet. So yeah, you can join if you want. So yeah, hope you're all doing well. I was pretty motivated today to come back because the first live of last Thursday was pretty good. Some people came. I also have good feedback about it. And also today, fun fact, one of them have a client call, and one guy from the company appear on the call and say, "Hey, I watched your live last week." And technically he's around there. I don't know, where are you? Yeah, pretty boy. Good to know that you are here. You are like you will have a special badge one day when there is a special badge on Twitch. So yeah, pretty cool that some people are there. So today we're gonna, hello Laurent. Today we're gonna have fun with building and also animating things on Webflow, of course. And let me show you what we're gonna do. Up. Maybe I'm gonna put the view with the chat. Let me see if it's working. Still not working. I really need to fix this. But anyway, I'm gonna just add the chat again on my phone just in case, because or I'm gonna do like this. Let me just 1 minute. Okay, up, just 1 minute. Let me put the chat, and just 1 minute. Perfect. Okay, so today we gonna have fun with scroll animation. What we're gonna try to do is we're gonna first build this page, which I take from, it's a page that I created, and I choose the subject of one festival, that for example the Nos Primavera, which is happening in Pretty Boy Floor. I use OBS because I hear a lot of bad things about Streamlabs, so I'm on OBS and I need to say it's pretty cool for free too. I didn't dig enough for the moment, but for what I need for the moment, it's super efficient. So what we're gonna do today is first we're gonna build the whole page. Like we have titles here, we have just some micro information, and after we have just a list of 3 guests. I mean three musicians: Tame Impala, Florence, and Algie. And the goal is, when I select, the goal is when I'm scrolling, the title, all the titles here of course stay fixed, but when I'm scrolling, the lineup line need to change into names of the group. So for example, before, let me test. So we will have the lineup, and before that appear the image of Tame Impala, will appear the title Tame Impala, and before appear the picture of Florence and the Machine, we will have the title Florence and the Machine will gonna appear. So the goal is gonna be to play with scroll animation while scrolling the view, and also with these fixed divs, with this wrapper, this line we're gonna change. So let's do it. And let's back to Webflow. So let me do this in big. So first, what are we gonna do? No, I didn't explain what my intention of how we're gonna build the things. So we're gonna build the things in this way. First, we're gonna create a hero fix will contain all my titles and my information. And after, on the top of this hero fix, we will add a whole div, all my elements, and after we will animate it. So it will be like, we will add first an empty div, and after we will add another div, but that we will call triggers, because we'll be in this zone that the animation and that the text need to change. It's like when I'm on the view of text trigger 1, the text of Tame Impala need to change. When I'm on the zone of text trigger 2, the name of Florence need to change. And when I'm on the view of the text trigger 3, the name of Jungle is appear, and text trigger 4, Jungle disappear, like up. So let's do it. I need to say that I was thinking to do another way, and 20 minutes before the stream start, I thought of this solution, and I think it's gonna be easier. I don't know for how long we have. Maybe it's gonna be fast, but anyway, in case it's fast, I plan other animation, so we're gonna have things to do today. You love the explanation, JP? Thanks. Yeah, I try to explain before, because if I don't explain what I'm gonna do, maybe I can lose some people, like, and I don't want to lose people, of course. So let's go. First, let's build the fix hero. The fix hero will contain all these things. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna create like this, a wrapper will contain everything. And there we go. Let's do it. Instead of talk, I'm gonna add a Raver. Do you also use Figma? No. As I said last week, I don't like Figma because I have my habits in Adobe XD, and yeah, for me Figma, it's, if I spend 1 month on Figma, for sure I get my habits, and I'm pretty efficient. But I have so many habits with the Adobe suite that I'm super fast, and yeah, it just for me is super easy. Just the fact to, for example, there is not this in Figma, to take a picture, drag and drop. It's not so easy on Figma, and this I hate this. So just for this reason, I'm not going to Figma. And also, this is something more personal, but I don't like that my client are always sneaking around on my design. This is stressing me a lot. So I prefer to use XD, like that. It's not so easy to sneak into the design, but also can be a super topic of conversation to talk about Figma versus XD. It's like an eternal war, which doesn't matter. There's still people designing prototype on Photoshop, and they are really, really good. It's like doesn't matter the tools. If you are doing good things, people don't care. So let's build our hero, which is we're gonna call hero, giving a class of 100 vwidth, 100 vh. Yeah, pretty. Yeah, I perfectly see what you talk about when you see the people mouse passing. Yeah, it's like it gives you so much stress, and when they follow you also, it's like it can be a nightmare. It can be a horror movie. So we have our hero. Then we're gonna give a fixed position. And inside our hero, let's drag our H1. So like always, for set up the right size of our H1, let's use Wizardry. Hey, it changed Wizardry. That's funny. I just discovered in the same moment than you. Ah, it's like you create a custom code. Pretty. Okay. So I don't know how to use. There is no any documentation. Let's see. My width, maximum width, proportion, body unit. Okay. It will be interesting to check this, but anyway, yep. The starter. I have my own calculator just in case. It's a little bit more readable now. The Wizardry, you think? I mean, for the moment, I don't understand. I need to say, because I don't give the units. But anyway, I have my own calculator. So let's take the H1, which is 130 pixels, and it's 9.36 EM. So, whoops, sorry, maybe it's better if I change like this. So I select all H1 and I copy my headings, and that's it. And I will do the responsive later. So now I have my first heading. Of course, I copy. So just for it to be more clear, let me set up this well. Like this. Up, nos, primavera. Sound. And the lineup, I mean, I can do now. line up. Okay, I have my 4 heading. First, to my hero, I'm gonna give a padding. Let's say. Can you say again why you prefer to use EMs? Yeah, pretty boy floor. I hope I'm saying well your nickname, because when you size in EM, look, doesn't matter the size of your screen, it fit. It's like it's scaled proportionally. At the opposite of, for example, let's take a div that we call a text that we call test, and for example I give a 35 pixel, let's say 90 more, 150, yeah. And look, it's like when you scale, you see when you size your text in pixels, it doesn't scale with the size of your screen. So when you are doing normal landing page, like a basic landing page, okay, I mean depend of the need, but for example when we are doing something a little creative, when the image gonna do this, for example, it's better for me to size in EMs, because I'm sure that my design is gonna be the same in every screen. So that's pretty cool, you know. And yeah, like that you don't need to, because when you size in pixel, for example, there is also a moment that maybe I mean not now, but sometime if the pixels are too big, it can be out of the screen, so it can be problematic for some point, you know. So let me take off this ugly test. So to my hero, let's give also a padding of 2 EMs, for example. I think I will need to do a video about EMs, VWs, and all this to explain my way to. I mean, this is based on the Timothy Ricks method. You can check his video; it's pretty cool on his YouTube channel, which is explaining how to use EMs, even if some people think it's not the best. For me, it's like it's a good solution. So I invite you to watch the video. The name of the video, I think it's something you need. You need to go on Timothy Ricks' channel, and on the research bar you write EMs, and I think you will find. But anyway, I will do a video one day. I mean soon. I should do a video soon about this. So to my hero, we give a padding of 1.5 EM, and now we are pretty good about this. And now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add a wrapper title, and my fourth heading I'm gonna drag into. So now this wrapper, wait, I don't give any size for the moment. I'm just gonna say that the width and the height is automatic. And inside this wrapper, I'm gonna add another wrapper that I'm gonna call parent text with a S. And this one I can say, okay, you take 100% width, and the size will be auto. And inside I drag my headings, and my headings now I copy 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. So now what I'm gonna do is copy the names, Tambien, Florence, Jungle. Perfect. But now what I want to do is that my wrapper title, I give an overflow item, because I want that my wrapper title just show one line. So for this, I'm gonna the width I don't touch, but I'm gonna give a height, and for example, let's say 4 EM. So let's do something like this. And now you can see that the wrapper title, it's just showing the wrapper text because we give an overflow item. So it means that everything which everything is outside of wrapper title is not visible. And it's like that after we will animate and let me just show you quickly. Move, yeah. And it's like that after that we will move all our content, but this will be later. Up first was this, and now I just miss this little piece here, June and Primavera and the website. So for this, let me add another div. First I'm gonna create a wrapper content, and inside I'm gonna drag all my content to this. Always give a width and a height, even if it's automatic, it's important. So now I have this wrapper, and now I can add another div block, and my hero I can add a flex box vertical, justify stretch space between, and like that now you understand what I want to do. It's to create the wrapper sub content, and inside my wrapper sub content I'm gonna add let's say H2. H2, that's perfect. It's already at, let's give 16. It's really need to be really small. We're gonna give it's in white. The high is good. Let's put 1.2, and that's it. We set up our headings number 2. So here I just copy up, and now I copy again, wait, what's up, and inside this heading, wait, what's up, well, I'm gonna copy, we're gonna do it, here we go. So now my wrapper sub content, the flex box horizontal, because I want that my two titles are aligned horizontally. I can say align also center for be sure that they are in the same horizontal. And of course, to my wrapper, to my first heading, I'm gonna give a class margin right, margin right 2, and like that, because I have a specific class margin right 2 who give us margin right of 2 EMs. And that's it. First, my hero is built. So we're gonna give a fixed position of, let's say 1. And that's it, yeah, that's it. And now we can build the whole element we're gonna slide into our page. So let's do this. We're gonna start by a empty div. I don't know if it's div. I will say div till someone correct me. You can write in phonetic on the chat if I'm wrong. So let's start to build this. We're gonna start to build the empty div. After one div trigger that I will just copy, and after I will create the content of this, which is 100 VH. But anyway, I'm going too fast, and let's start to build this. So first, whoop, not on my arrow. First, I'm gonna add a div that I'm gonna call wrapper, or I'm gonna call master div. I'm just gonna call master because it's gonna be it's gonna be the element who wrap all the content. So to this, I'm gonna give a high auto and a width 100 width for it take all the width. And inside, I'm gonna start to create my whip. Inside, I'm gonna start to create my, for example, the empty div, which I give 100% for 100% width to fit to his parents who already have a width of 100 the width, and I'm gonna give a high of 100 VH, 100 better. And now you can see if I let's give not a relative position, sorry. Let's give just a background for we see, and you can see now I give a background red, but I don't see why, because I'm gonna give a relative position to my master and give a Z index of 2 like that. The master is going above on the top of my hero who have a Z index of 1. So let's take off this ugly color, and now our empty div is done. Now we're gonna create the text trigger. Let's say that, for example, the text trigger will be 50% of the high, so 50 V width. So let's do it. Now I'm gonna add another div block called trigger. Why I already have a class trigger? So anyway, it's a class of 100 V width. Yeah, 100% to fit with the width, which is already set up to the parents, and to the high we're gonna give 50 VH. And now you can see, if let's give a color so we can see. Now you can see we have our empty div and our trigger will just appear. So we're gonna let this ugly color for the moment, even if I don't like it, just for we see, you know. So let's do it. We're gonna duplicate 3 times like that. The trigger already here. 4 times because there is 4 trigger. And now we're gonna create our content wrapper. So let's call this artist section. So for this we're gonna give it 100. What I'm gonna do, maybe it's better because I give a 100 V width, but I think I just will fit like this. I don't need to take 100 V width. I will see. Yeah, we will adapt the width, the height in function of the size of the image. So artist section, it's 100% of width, of course, to fit with his parents. And in high we will give auto, like that. It will depend on the height of the image. Let me explain you. Now we're gonna inside add, we're gonna add a row. On this, there is Mael, which is working at Tambien, and we're gonna start the live, I think, next week. We're gonna, I think, do a live about this to explain our way to build the things with our style guide, because we have a specific things to build the things. Because let me explain you. When you have a design, why the grid don't show? Okay, it's here. When you design things on XD, for example, you need to, you always, I mean, normally you play with the grids, you know, the element fit in the grids. Let me show you the grids more, like this. Now maybe you see better. So for example, here we can see that the element is taking 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 columns. So we create a style guide where we can say to the things to take 9 columns, like that. It takes 9 columns, doesn't matter the size of the screen. So for this we add a row, which is an element already made with taking 100 the width, and inside we add a call. And to this call we say, okay, it's a call 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's a call 9. So you can see my blue bar here is taking 9 columns. So, which is pretty cool, because it will always respect a pixel perfect the design that you made. And this is super important when you want to do great work, you know. So in this column, I will add my wrapper image for we start to see something, because if not for the moment you might not maybe understand the things. But let's to the wrapper image, let's give a width of 100%. For it take the 9 column, you know, because we set up his parents to take 9 column. We can say to the wrapper image take 100%, and for example 50 EMs, yeah, something like this. And inside let's add an image in our wrapper image, of course. I choose the image. And that's it. So this we're gonna give a class image cover with a width of 100%, height of 100%, like that. And in cover, like that, my image fit to his parents, which is 100% of width and 50 EMs. And this wrapper also fit to the column, which is taking 9 columns, like that. Doesn't matter the size of the screen, it's always perfectly taking 9 columns and give the space, the space for that I want, you know, that it really respect the design. But also my element is on the left. So for this, let me come back to Webflow. So for this, we have our column of 9. So to his parents, the row, we're gonna give a class align and not align and justify hand, and like that, boom, is directly, I mean, it's a class already made, and boom, is justified at the end, and that's it. Like that, you can build pretty fast the things and pixel perfect. So that's a cool method. So now we need to add also the time. So for this, we're gonna wrap, we're gonna add a div, and we're gonna add between the column and the wrapper, and we're gonna call parent car artist. And this we're gonna say hi auto with auto, and inside I'm gonna place one h2. Inside I'm gonna place one h2. Perfect. The h2 is here, and now I just gonna give it flexbox, justify vertical, align n. Yeah, perfect. And now my text is right. So let's give a class of margin right 1.5, because here I give a 1.5 em of padding. So here I will give a margin of 1.5 em, and that's it. And maybe also margin top 1.5 em. No, I'm just gonna take this here. Margin 1.5, 1 em. Perfect. I hope you follow me. That is not too complicated. But now you can see it's following perfectly my design, which is super cool. So let me take off the color of the trigger, because finally it's pretty ugly. So now you can see, you can start to see what's gonna happen, you know. So now I'm gonna duplicate my artist section twice and drag between my triggers, like that. You can see I have 1, 2, 3. So let's change the picture, at least for we can start to understand. Up and up. Perfect. So now with this column system, it's pretty easy, because here we're gonna just count the column 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And so now I'm going to Florence. First the row, I take up the class justify n, and the column I'm gonna bring a call 6, and that's it. And now to my wrapper image, I'm gonna add a class left, like that. I can add a flex box. No, not my wrapper image. Up, my parent image, I'm gonna give a class left, and like that I can say align on the left. And of course I take off the class. I give the class margin top 1. No, first I'm gonna give margin left 1.5, like that. I give a margin of 1.5 em and a margin top of 1, like that. I respect the same proportion than here. You still get me? So we are almost done, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, but the image here that we're gonna call wrapper image, we're gonna give a class 2, like that. We can change the height of our image. And I need your class column. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I'm preparing something really cool about this. Stay tuned. So that's it. And big thanks to Mael. I don't know if he's on the chat or if it's watching or what, which is working with me, because it's him who proposed this column system. I need to say it's pretty cool, because now let's check. Let's check for this one. So we can see it's we have 12 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And the image is taking 10 columns. So what I need to say, it's pretty easy. To my column, I give a class called 10, and boom, it's taking 10 columns. And I just need to, I think the high is the same. Let me take off this grid. The high, it's more, there's more high. So let's set up this and give to the wrapper image a class 3. Like that we can just maybe add like a 60. Yeah, 60, something like this. And that's it. That's it, everything is built, so now we can animate. Tack, 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 perfect. Pretty cool. And doesn't matter the size of the screen. It respects my design, pixel perfect. After this system of column, there is like of course you need to set up for mobile. So for this, maybe I will not do today, but it's pretty easy. You just need to add another class saying, okay, on tablet you take this amount of column, on mobile you take this amount of column. But it's already 45 minutes of live, so for the responsive, I will forget for today. So now we're just gonna try to animate this. Let me check here the high. In terms of height, doesn't change nothing, so that's pretty cool. So let's start the animation. So what I want to do now about the animation, it's I want to say that to hold this when you move, when I arrive in this zone, to change the text like this, clack, clack, clack. So for this, it's like I think we need some mathematics, because, but I will explain later. So we're gonna create an animation. Oh yeah, because now I can't click on my, oh yeah. You make the building so easy. Yeah, with the column. It's I need to say that maybe the first day it's maybe more difficult because it's a new system and you need to think in column, but after it's pretty, I think it's, I mean, for me it's pretty faster to build something, to build a website, because you don't need to give a specific class to every element, because it's this parent, the column, that set up the things, and after you just need to the child inside, you need to say fit to this column. So it's pretty, yeah, I think it's pretty faster. We will I think we will need to do a lot of video about this, because it's look like it's interesting for you. So let's start to animate. So we're gonna create an animation while scrolling the view on the class Ballerine. I love the system of style guide of my, yeah, Ballerine, who is working also with us. He is also using for the first time, for his first project, the call system, and yeah, was pretty cool and fast. I will show you all this, and she will explain you also this. She will do some live one day. She's gonna also create short videos soon, so you're gonna see her. Let's do this animation. because I don't want to lose you after 1 hour of live. I may just first drink something because if not, I'm gonna die. Yesterday I didn't have voice because my daughter is sick, and today I finally get my voice so I can do the lives. But it was short. So let's create an animation while scrolling the view on the master, on the class master. We play scroll animation, and we're gonna call it scroll animation. Anyway, there's just one for this tutorial. So. And now I'm gonna select the parent text, and we're gonna create an animation of move. First, I take off this class there, and now let's move around. So let's say, for example, I'm gonna start, I don't know. So at 25%, you're the initial state, which is that the lineup it's here. So the initial state is this, and we're gonna say, for example, let's test at 30%. Let's move off 7.5. Yeah. So let's see. Yeah, it's pretty cool. I think it's cool like this. Well, that's cool. Perfect. So for other animation, we will give also a space of, a range of 5%. Like that, the animation will be the same for between every div, every artist. Sorry. So for example, here we duplicate and we give at 55. You can also write here the keyframe instead of be dumb like me and just drag like a 55. So here we're gonna move off, I guess, 7.5 plus 7.5, it's 15. Perfect. So now let's test. Tambien. Wait, Florence is coming pretty fast. Let's say maybe 53, 58. And now Tambien, Florence. Maybe it was good. 51, 56. Yeah, like this is cool. Tac. And here we're gonna say, for example, so here we have a space of 31. Yeah, we just duplicate, and let's say, for example, here 77. So I duplicate 77 plus 5, 82. Was long. And now it's minus 15 plus, I don't know if it works if you do plus, no, I don't think, plus 7.5, so it will be 22.5 minus 22.5. Jungle. Perfect. So now we have Florence and Jungle. Jungle will appear, maybe it need to be 75. 75 and 5, 80. Let's test. Perfect. And that's it. I think we are good. We start to scroll. Yeah, it's like it's not perfect because it depends of the timpana. Yeah, Florence is appearing late and jungle also. I was just checking if it's working in every height, but yeah, it's the same. So let's say for example, Florence 46, 46 for 51, and this one 71. And now let's test. Timpana perfect, Florence perfect, and jungle perfect. Bam! That's pretty cool. And that's it. We did the job. Well done, guys and girls. What we can do is one last thing for give more spice to spicy to our animation. It's we can also create a zoom effect on the image cover while scrolling the view. So here we're gonna select our wrapper image, and we're gonna give a class of while scrolling the view on the class wrapper image. Like that, it will happen to my 3 wrapper, this one and this one. And now I'm gonna create the scroll image size. And now I'm gonna grab my image cover, and I'm gonna give a scale effect. But you see now that I'm scaling is not cool, because even when it's out of the box of my wrapper, I can see the image. You see, when I hover the wrapper, I can see. So the thing is, thank you Lambert and Laurent for your message. That's pretty cool that you like. I'm happy that that it can help you and you like. So that's super cool. Thanks. So let's finish with our animation. It's first to the wrapper image. Sorry, we don't see super well. We're gonna give an overflow hidden like that. If I come back to my image size, doesn't matter if I scale a lot. You see now everything which is outside of my wrapper image you don't see. So now I'm gonna give a scale of 1.2, let's see, and the final position it's 1, and like that you can see when I scroll, you see my image cover, it's like it's sizing. It's a little effect, but now let's see on live. You can see, for example, the head of Florence. I mean, it's zooming inside the image, which give something more. It's not just a simple scroll, but there is also movement here. There is also movement here. So that's pretty cool. I'm happy. So yeah, that's it. I mean, it's working on every size of screen, big, small. Let's even you see like a 1000 to 280 width. It's pixel perfect. You can see it's like for example, if you check the image, the N is cut here, and doesn't matter the size of the screen. You see the N is cut in the same way. So with the EM system plus the colon system, you do a perfect pixel perfect website. Like that, your client don't piss you off saying that you didn't respect the maquette, the prototype. So that's it. I don't know if you have any question. I hope I didn't been too fast, or you understand everything. But yeah, it's pretty cool to do this all together. Now I can stop to share my screen. up. Perfect. So yeah, we're not gonna do a mobile version for today because it's already 1 hour of live, and yeah, we'll take maybe half an hour to set up everything, because on mobile also the width is different, so maybe we need to create a special wide scroll animation on mobile. So yeah, I wrote a question already. Tell me your question. Just before the end, can you show quickly how did you manage to make the hero sticky? Good question, Flo. The hero is not sticky. Look. We have our hero who contain the text and this, which is in 100 V width and 100 VH. So it's taking 100% of the width of, it doesn't matter the size of the screen, and I'm talking but I'm not sharing my screen, so let me restart. So let me restart, and I was saying the hero is not sticky, it's fixed. It means that is not moving, and it's taking 100 V width and 100 VH, so it's taking 100% of the width and 100% of the height. Doesn't matter the size of the screen. And up on the top of this, I just create a div who contain everything, and like that all my content is going above my fixed hero div. I hope it's understandable. But yeah, I mean, it also work in sticky position, but because I don't have other section after and I don't have other things, I think it's better to do in fixed position. So yeah, that's it. Other question? So yeah, and let me know, because now you are some people are coming, you are more and more on the chat. So if there is things that you want to see, let me know. If there is subject that you want I talk about, Webflow design, or not just show effect or things. Even if you want I talk about, I don't know, a method or a way to build things, like we will do for sure with the column, let me know. I stopped to share my screen. So yeah, let me know if there is any subject that you want to see, and I will talk about it for sure. And yeah, the goal is to, now I'm starting my lives, the 2 lives that I did. I start with Webflow tips because it's pretty catchy and it's like a comfort zone for me, because it's things that I already did. But after, yeah, we're gonna have different format, different show. Maybe we will have some guests. Sometime we will talk about Webflow, show things on Webflow. Maybe sometime I will design stuff. Maybe sometime I will spend 3 hours building a page for a client. It's an open channel. A lot of things can happen. So, and that's why if you want to see something, a specific subject, like responsive, yeah, flow, the responsive prototype design. So yeah, I will cover all this every Thursday, 9 p.m. Let me know if also the time is good for you, because for sure I have more French people for the moment in my audience, but this 9 p.m. is also good for, because in USA, for example, it's like or it's beginning of the afternoon or morning, and for European is good. So let me know also about the time. I think we will set up. We will fit the time also. We will fix the time after a few shows, I guess. See which one is the best. Maybe it's 9 p.m. Maybe it's 5 p.m. The point is at 5 p.m. I have my daughter who is making a lot of sound, so I don't think it's a good idea. So that's it. It's 1 hour live. perfectly. I respect the time. Yeah, flow, the time and duration is pretty good for me. So for the moment we stick like this. So yeah, I think I'm gonna stop here, and next week, same time, same channel, new live. I guess about Webflow. But yeah, let me know, and maybe not sure. I need to see with Mael, but I think Mael also we start on this channel also is live. I think Thursday, Tuesday. I think Tuesday. I don't know the time yet, but yeah, Mael is here. So yeah, technically Mael gonna start to do also live on this channel Tuesday, and it also will be a playground for him to try stuff on Webflow, to try to integrate 3GS. I don't know if the pronunciation is good. 3GS, or do things in 3D, or just build a website. It's like me. The goal is to play on Twitch, so we just know the channel is pretty chill. There is no pressure, nothing. We just do what we want to do. So yeah, I hope you will be more and more, and I hope you will be there for support Mael for his first live, because that's pretty intense. And yeah, that's it. I say I hope you will have a good night, and thanks again for being there and to be on the chat, and that's pretty cool to see all this reaction on live. So thanks a lot, and see you next Thursday and Tuesday. Be there. Bye.